Reworked competitive. Competitive reset brings a fresh start. More transparency and accuracy. New highest rank champion. Mythic Ancient Caller Moira. Cosmic Crisis event mode. Oh, so it's like one of the smaller event modes. It's not actually like a PvE mission. Okay. Hero Mastery Gauntlets. Yeah, they talked about it. This is like the tower defense thing, I think. That looks cool. All new cosmetics. Los Muertos weapon skins. I remember when the Hardlight stuff came out. People were like, oh, it doesn't look that good. I was like, this is the start. Like, they're going to start ramping it up over time. So I like that. Those look good. I don't know how it'll look in game. Obviously, it's just a photo. Valentine's Day with the Reaper skin looks awesome. And then a new collab event coming mid-season, which I think we all have inferred at this point that it's going to be Cowboy Bebop. So, looks good. Alec Dawson made this tweet and said, there's even more than this. Lots of gameplay changes coming for Season 9, including significant balance changes and our Pharah update. More on those soon. It sounds like they're probably going to not do balance today. Balance is probably coming soon. Well, yeah. Defense Matrix Season 9 update. Endorsing positive players. The Defense Matrix initiative is continuing to go strong in 2024. Previously, we shared our efforts to deter leavers in Overwatch 2, promote positive communication, and show the impact of your reports. As we head into Season 9, we have more to share on our ongoing improvements to the endorsement and disruptive behavior. I mean, I don't know what's going to be coming after this, but endorsements has always felt like very... doesn't mean anything to me. Doesn't really do anything. Like, you can have someone who's a level 3 or 4 endorsement and they're toxic. Like, it doesn't really mean anything. And it doesn't give you really that many rewards anyway. So I hope that changes. But anyways, let's see. Giving endorsements more impact, which is literally the next line. A common theme of feedback we get is endorsements greater impact. Oh wow, what do you know? In the last few seasons, we have already made significant steps to deliver on that. In the Season 7 mid-season update, we implemented multiple bug fixes that prevented players from dropping their endorsement rating too quickly and stopped penalizing players who chose to group up with their friends. That explains a little bit. No wonder I'm perma level 5 endorsement now. In Season 8, it is now easier for players to build their endorsement rating than ever before. Oh, maybe that was Season 8. Without worrying about their rating decaying too quickly. There's also a rule that friends can't endorse each other. That was intentional when we first introduced endorsements, and we don't want to discourage anyone from celebrating their teammates, even if they already have friends on Battle.net. So starting in Season 9, we'll be removing the restriction to endorse players you already have as friends. I mean this respectfully, but how is that more impact? I don't understand. It doesn't really do anything. I'm glad that they understand that that's the feedback, but yeah, Somnus has a chance now. You think I'm going to endorse Somnus? That's f***ing hilarious. Okay, update to discouraging leavers. We previously shared that we adjusted how players who leave too many games in quick play are penalized. This has yielded some positive results, with the number of leavers dropping significantly. In our previous update, players are restricted from queuing for games and suspended for up to 4 hours if they leave 6 of their last 20 played games. Yeah, so I didn't know if there was a cap on it. I saw some Twitter dumbassery where somebody said that like they had been banned for like a year from leaving quick play games, and what a classic. It was probably just an edited photo. There's been a lot of those recently, hasn't there? A lot of like people, you know, inspect elementing their bans, be like, oh, I got banned for saying GG. Like, okay, man, sure, dude. Why would somebody lie on the internet? Starting in Season 9, we're extending those lever queue restrictions to mystery heroes. Oh nah. Along with Hero Mastery Gauntlet. Oh nah. When it is released later this year. Again, we acknowledge there may be reasons for players to step away from their unranked games. However, leaving 4 or more games will activate queue restrictions, having you play until your game's completion. Oh nah, I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one, Chief. Like, I guess it makes sense making it all in line with the quick play stuff. Like realistically, it makes sense, right? But oh man, dude, I don't know. Yeah, all right. If you have shit internet, like, so okay, the way I think about it is like, if you have really shit internet, or you're at college, because colleges typically have shit internet, you're like, you legitimately might not be able to play Overwatch anymore. Hammer down on cheating. Whoa. Our efforts to fight against cheaters are ongoing, and we're pleased to share our continued progress. Cheats like aimbox and emits and wall hacks take away the competitive integrity of our game. Using cheats also goes against our in-game code of content, and yeah, we know that. Those identified using cheats will be removed from playing Overwatch 2. Since the launch of Overwatch 2, we have identified and banned over 380,000 accounts that were found to be cheating. In addition, we have suspended or banned over 35,000 accounts that have knowingly grouped up with cheaters. Remember, if you encounter a player in your games that you suspect to be cheating, report them in-game. I'd like to see them go a step further, because 380,000 accounts is a lot of accounts. And it makes me think, how many of those accounts are just the same guy making another account over and over and over and over, right? Go harder. Hardware ban. Go in. Go all in. Just go all in. I know it's probably a lot more difficult to do that, and it's probably more extreme to do that. The only obviously downside is if people get hit that are not actually cheating, because that definitely does happen. There are people that get banned for cheating that are not cheating. Whether it's like small little things, like they have a third-party software, which is like for their mouse or something that's not actually like cheating. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it happens, right? And even pro players sometimes get banned for cheating. It's extremely rare, but it does happen. So, but yeah, if they find like some guy who has like 2 or 3 accounts on the same computer and is cheating on all of them, probably gonna go hardware ban. That's my take. Anyways, transparency around account actions. Whoa. Overwatch 2 is a highly competitive PvP hero shooter, and players enjoy different heroes and playstyles. This creates exciting matches among friends and players worldwide. But unfortunately, some players may become disruptive and harm the experience for others. When a player is reported across multiple matches, we will take action to suspend or silence those players, and we will notify them by email when we do. If necessary, we ban repeat offenders from playing on that account. See, that's... Listen, okay, this is a hard one, okay? This is a really hard one to talk about. Because people that get a little toxic, right? And are like, you suck, you know, avoid me, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, in-game, like, game, like, they're arguing, right? Should you get banned for that? Should you get banned for that? If you do it constantly, probably. Should you probably get like a day timeout, a week timeout, a month timeout first? Absolutely. Like, it shouldn't go straight to ban for that type of stuff, right? It shouldn't. You should try to correct the behavior. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying, like, you know, it has to scale up. But there are also people that say like really up shit. Like, we're talking like hate speech, slurs, whatever. One, why do we give them a second chance? That should be a 1 tap. And let's take it further. When it's that extreme, I'm not talking garlic bread. I'm talking actual shit. What happens, and this has happened ever since Overwatch 1, is you get a guy in your game, says shit, does up shit. Boom, the system bans him because, you know, it's like, okay, yeah, this guy went way too far, we banned him. But then they hop on another account and you see him an hour later. And the cycle continues because you can just endlessly do it. You can just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. It doesn't change anything, you know? I understand they ban repeat offenders, but the key word here is on that account. And I know plenty of other streamers, especially female streamers, that have gotten harassed in this game by the same people, but they never get banned. And if they do get banned, it's on one account, but they're good players, so they just rank back up and then they're good to go. Like, they're back in, right? So, like, it's not hard. Like, unfortunately, if unranked GM hasn't taught you anything, it's really not that tough. That, plus, like, people can buy accounts. A lot of people buy, like, leveled quick play accounts, which is, by the way, is TOS, but people do it. And if you get caught, like, that account can get banned. Point is, though, I'd like to see it go further than that on extreme cases. Not like, you know, some guy who just got mad and is like, you suck, you know, avoid me, bitch. Like, that's not the biggest problem. Like, you shouldn't do that. I think you should still get probably like a day, a week, whatever. If you're like doing it all the time, then there's a problem. I'm talking like extreme cases. You know what I'm saying? It's important to make sure we are being fair and transparent when we communicate to a player about taking action on their account. We've seen a trend in online communities when players share about getting their account suspended or banned. In most cases, many of these cases often prove that a player is disruptive, but there are also some cases where we can do a better job at addressing disruptive behavior. If you feel you've been actioned unfairly because someone else may have compromised your account, you may choose to appeal in the action, and we'll review it and make a final decision. Keep in mind that you are responsible for your account and you should not share it with others for any reason. It's very interesting that they're pointing out like other people taking your account, like, oh, my brother was on my account. Yeah, sure, dude. But I will say I am gonna unfortunately go to bat for the people that do get banned for that. Is most of the time it's not a real person. Like, there's no way they're having a conversation with a real person. And if it is, they're just getting a copy pasted message and they probably aren't reading it. So that's what I mean. Like, they're saying like there probably is better. There are cases where it might be getting up, right? But like, I'm not saying those players didn't do something to get deserved, right? Like, they probably, there's a good chance, like there's a very good likelihood that they actually did up. But in the chance that there is human error, there is error, there is no human that corrects it. It's like 90% of the time, like 99% of the time a bot. You know what I mean? So that's where I am going to push back a little bit and like, we talked about the appeal process. You never like get a person for that. So I think that could be probably improved. Remember, saying anything that harasses or ridicules your teammates is inappropriate. Agreed. Regardless of any language used. Agreed. When you play Overwatch, you are playing with up to 9 other players who are just as passionate to play as you are, so it's up to each of us to make each game the best it can be. Thanks for making Overwatch 2 a fun and positive experience for everyone. We'll see you when Season 9 launches on February 13th, which is good. Like, they're 100% right. Like, let me just clarify really quick. When I was talking about like the guy who gets mad about a game and is like, avoid me, bitch, you suck, blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying that guy shouldn't get banned for a little bit, right? Like, you should get a ban for a day if he doesn't do it ever. Like, if it's the first time ever, give him a day. If it happens again, give him a week. If he does it a couple times, give him a month. You know what I mean? Like, it should happen. Like, you should still get a punishment for it. I'm just not saying like, oh, you told that guy he sucks? Boom, get the f out, pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like let's, you know what I mean? Like, we incremental with it. I'm not saying like you should be doing it either. I just want to clarify. Like, I'm not saying you should be doing that. I'm just trying to, you know, trying to give you a perspective that it's not, you know, there should be a little bit more there. You know what I mean?